Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And today we did not enjoy tomatin.
I think it's not that I didn't enjoy it.
No, you didn't enjoy
I
it.
eat my dinner at like 3:30.
Right.
So like I'm on an empty stomach and it's all that's in there right now and it's just burning up. That's all.
You didn't enjoy it either.
No.
You be honest. You know what you do enjoy though?
The red stuff, the hot stuff.
Well, that and all of the great people here.
Oh, that's true. And the first one is Dandy Daniel. How you doing? Good evening, back. Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels is here nice and early. Delightful Dawn's always here nice and early. What you say? Awesome Antiquarian. Super Steven. Marvelous Moving On's here. Triple J.
Where's the elevator? I'm ready for the next level. There you go.
I got to get out of debt first. Super See the Lights here. And yes, Fireball. We could do Fireball every week. I wouldn't even care.
That is true.
Or the cherry stuff, whatever. You know.
That would be a good one.
Dandy Dave is here as well. How's it going?
Sure, the next level is up. Going down. So many questions. So many questions.
Dandy Donald's in the house. How you doing?
Alrighty. We're going to say hello. Yes, the Fireball. Absolutely.
I think they're saying we can do Fireball every week and they won't get mad at us.
That's true. But we got other stuff we got to finish off.
True.
Rum chata.
Oh,
yeah. There you go. We'll start the show off as we do every single week. Ask you all out there, how are sales? And Mr. Magazine, you're going to tell us hello.
I'm going to say Marvelous Michael's in the house. That's what I'm going to say.
Feels like the cable done broke in my elevator lately. As long as you're not hurtling to the ground.
Super Singing Mermaids in the house. Howdy back at you.
So how are sales, everybody? Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
I'm going to say this.
Okay.
I hate 3-day weekends when Monday is a holiday. I mean, sales are just, for me, eBay putrid. Every time it's like that, expect putrid for 3 days. People are, especially now this time of year where it's nice outside, people are getting out, they're working on their house, or like me, I was pressure washing and doing stuff outside. They're not buying my crappy $10
pressure washing. Is that like you're trying to wash and somebody's standing by you going, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it. Hurry up.
Yeah. But again, it's for better or for worse. So I have to accept it.
Okay. It was a joke. Pressure. You're under pressure when you're washing.
Yeah, I got you.
Wow. Circling the drain. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if cream soda would sit good in my stomach, but Fireball would. Yeah. Sales are a fond memory. It's almost sad. Like I almost know, like, like the end of day Friday, I'm like, oh God, Monday's a holiday, crap all weekend. Like, and that's really what it is, unless I get something good in that's rare and unique and it sells on eBay. But it's, it's crazy. It's really sad. Sales
pretty putrid. Got a couple earlier from offers sent and then one other 5 minutes ago. Overall, meh.
Well, if Popeye's saying putrid, it's putrid. Obviously, we know your whatnot's not putrid, but eBay is putrid.
And hello, Popeyes. And I wrote down on here, Popeyes did a video where he talked about his sales and he actually said they were putrid. Do check out Popeyes putrid video. Don, Mr. Mag, I got the joke, even it went over Paperboy's head. There you go. How are my sales, you're asking without asking?
How are your sales?
I'm glad you asked. Well, another subscriber. Hello, Puddings.
How's it going?
So Popeyes had his video out about putrid sales. Another sales are mediocre. I'll have sales in the morning and then late at night, but crickets during the day. Another subscriber reached out to me. They've got 4,000 or so items listed. They went 2 days with no sales, with 4,000 items listed on eBay.
Crazy.
I was terribly slow over the weekend. Terribly slow. Horrible. It's picked up since then. The last 3 days have been okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like all weekend people are partying and not buying anything. I think eBay stinks to begin with, and then these 3-day weekends make it even worse.
We have convenience store Fireball and liquor store Fireball. The liquor store is the real stuff, since most convenience stores only have a beer and wine license.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We should buy some from you.
But yeah, no, it was absolutely
Jay-Z Jeff, how's it going? Good evening.
It was absolutely terrible. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday actually wasn't bad. Tuesday was okay. Today was okay.
It got a little better as the days went on. Yesterday was really good. But again, we sold expensive rare items, and that's the only reason we got more money in. You know, if you're relying on the long tail average magazines and so forth, crap.
Well, here's my question overall. Popeyes was bad. Everybody in our feed was bad over the weekend. You were bad over the weekend. I was bad over the weekend. The subscriber went 2 days with no sales.
Yeah.
You would think that eBay executives get some sort of a daily report telling them how much sales were. I mean, was it like $11 on Sunday? I mean, and do they sit there and say, we've got a problem? Because it's almost like the entire site shut down over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday were terrible for me.
Well, the sad part, when it's not terrible, it's okay. It's never like I'm lighting it up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row, you know.
We won't do too many changes for you, Local Mike. Ever since I retired, there's no tie, though.
Yeah, I never know if Paperboy's going to have the air conditioning on, not on. It's 100 degrees in here, you know. So, you know, I was a little lazy, just threw a T-shirt on tonight. You know.
There you go. Yeah. I started working on my oldest postcard Victorian trade card listings, tweaking titles, checking prices on listings over 5, listing over 10, getting rescanned through a new scanner. See, and I know that would help my sales, but it wouldn't help my death piles. And so that's why I don't end up doing it.
Right.
Good Sunday at the flea market. Nice. Nice.
All right. Well, we actually hired 3 new listers. Well, actually, one's an old employee that came, quit, took him back because he can pack and he can list. He's a good eBay lister. And we hired 2 more listers. One, we're going to do Amazon cards. One, we're going to do eBay cards because we got 1 million cards at $10 a piece that we should be selling. So we'll see hopefully that will spruce some of our eBay sales.
Right.
We'll see.
Listed 10-day auctions with free shipping. Ended today. Have had a few views. Yep. How about buys? I'm sure none of us are buying anything because we have no money coming in. So take it away, Mr. Magazine. Tell us what you're not buying.
Actually, people are coming in the shop lately and selling toys. So I don't know if they need the money or whatnot, but they're definitely selling me, you know, decent stuff, unopened toys, records, you know, decent things. You know, can't complain. As far as other buys, Aaron's obviously, he just paid me a visit today. He came in and he's going to Texas this week for 12,000 DVDs. He went to Binghamton. He dropped off another 1,500 DVDs, so he's going to keep me busy. We got some big plans down the road for California, Oregon, and so forth. So, you know, I rely on those big buys. Unfortunately, the weird thing is I got a lot of my good adult magazine customers selling me their collections, which is good because I'm buying them back pennies on the dollar, but it's bad that they will no longer be buying from me anymore. I don't think so.
Right.
But it is what it is. And awesome. Aaron's in the house. He got home safely. I'm glad to hear that. We'll be driving to Texas this week, I think.
All right. Yeah, don't be watching us on the road, Aaron. Did you see that story? We're going to go quickly off target, off tangent now. Did you see the story? It was in the New York Post. A guy was in trouble for driving without a license. He had to do a Zoom call to the judge. He did the Zoom call from his car while driving.
Oh, very cool. I'm sure he didn't get in trouble for that.
That hurts your case.
Jeez. What is wrong with people?
Despite slow sales, I did buy way too much. Made 3 trips to the antique mall this weekend. Yes, every day.
Wow.
There you go.
Cool.
See if anybody else is doing anything out there. Also running auctions almost every day. Ones I think are worth less than 20. I just launched 40 and up scheduling for Thursday and Sunday evenings. 20 to 40 getting scheduled for evening same day.
Cool. Okay,
yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He obviously didn't see that sign, like cell phone, pull off this exit.
It's just funny. He's driving when he did it. That's funny. Oh, I didn't even click on the story. I just read the headline and started laughing. That's a funny story. I'm sure you're wondering what I bought. Probably depends upon the weather.
Probably.
Well, it depends upon the weather.
Okay.
Because I did not go to Wilson because of the weather. It was raining. Probably could have made it out there and back, but the skies opened up. So $35 sale today.
Wow.
And
cool.
The guy didn't argue the price and came to eat. Nice.
Nice.
So I ended up going to a state sale Thursday and Friday. Nothing too much. Have a haul video coming up from Saturday. I went back to see my parents over in Cleveland and got some stuff from the garage from my aunt's estate from, when she passed away a couple of years ago. And then did go to a big flea market over in Hartville flea market over in Ohio. Biggest problem with that is my allergies. Whatever they've got over there plant-wise, they do not have up here. And my allergies, I was sneezing. My eyes were red. It was absolutely terrible. Ended up spending $190 at the flea market. Do have a haul video going up. I'll have to show Mr. Magazine after the show what I ended up. The good thing that I ended up getting, bit of a spoiler alert, it's not within my usual niches. So
did you get any more Michael Jackson CDs from your aunt?
She didn't have any more than I'm aware of. No.
Darn it.
14 out of 39 sales were promoted last week. 86 old, 218 total offers, which last week we had 169 total offers. So people are still finding my stuff.
Yeah.
I had 167 last year. The crazy thing about that is I was gone this weekend as well. So people were finding the stuff. They just weren't spending any money. One item sold on $1 Million Peddlers. 6 on Etsy, actually make it 7 because right before we went on air, somebody bought something on Etsy. So we sold 7 on Etsy this week.
He was so excited.
I was excited. And 1 website sale. Person bought 5 items on the website.
Cool.
Papergoy.com.
Nice.
A few Hot Wheels. That's outside your niche, right, Mr. Hot Wheels?
Shocking.
Right? Oh, and then today I went on a house call. Bought some train books and train magazines, and then I bought 2,980 train snapshots. Apparently what this person did is he went around to various places around the Rochester area and took pictures of trains as they were coming in, marked on the back where they were, what date was, where they were at, what he was taking a picture of. 2,980 snapshots.
You think he would have saved a lot of time if he just sat at the train station and then just took pictures of them as they left?
Would have saved time, yeah. Yep, absolutely. So if anybody's interested in 2,980 snapshots, let me know.
Or they'll go on Whatnot.
Or they'll be sold on Whatnot, absolutely. Glitch of the week. Heritage had a big glitch. Well, I think it's a fairly big glitch. You couldn't pay for your order.
That is a big glitch.
That seems to be a pretty big glitch when you can't pay.
What do they care?
Yeah, right. If you go, maybe you could stop by my storage units and pick up reams of printer paper for Chuck.
There you go.
Email me after. So yeah, I couldn't do that. I had to keep clicking and it wouldn't pay and it wouldn't pay and it wouldn't pay. So finally I ended up calling them and I said, is this a you issue or a me issue? And the lady laughed.
Your money's no good here.
Turns out I have a credit because remember how they gave me the shipping credit back?
Oh, yeah.
So I used the shipping credit to pay for it. And I said, where can I see how much my credit is? Oh, customers can't see the amount of their credit.
Don't you have like an account where when I owe them money, I get an email saying you owe us $150? Like, that's crazy.
No, I couldn't see the amount of my credit. But she said, oh, here's what it is. You could just call us and ask. I'm thinking to myself, wouldn't it be easier just to let me see it?
But if you owe them, you can see that. Yeah.
So I ended up using my credit to pay for it. Bunch of train mags and schedules to get to dig them out and get them listed. There you go. Oh, now you're competing against me, Mr. Hot Wheels.
Yep.
I see how this goes. eBay shipping. Did you have a problem this morning with shipping where I was printing shipping out and it was still showing up that it had to be shipped?
Usually if that happens, you refresh the page, it goes away.
Wouldn't go away. No. Kept trying, and finally about 45 minutes later, it ended up
it must be a you thing.
It must be a me thing. A lot of those. Apparently, a lot of people were having problems yesterday on eBay that they couldn't log in.
Really?
All morning long, yeah. According to e-commerce bites, people couldn't even log into eBay.
Jeez.
But the winner of Glitch of the Week this week is...
Hold on, Whatnot?
Me.
Wow.
I went down in the basement Thursday morning last week, I think it was, and walking through, and I see a couple of things on the floor, and I go, where do these come from? Then I go walk the pack, and there's magazines all over the floor. One of my shelving units collapsed, which all I can figure out is the boxes I had piled next to them, something must have shifted in weight, pushed down the shelving unit, knocked the shelving unit over because it was a solid shelving unit.
Wow.
So it wasn't a problem with that. Must have just got knocked over. So it took a while in the morning cleaning that all up, cursing the entire time because, of course, there's no room really to do anything.
Anything get mixed up, boxes like mixed in?
They were all unlisted, so it didn't matter.
Oh, good.
But yeah, so that was that.
Good thing you had dead stock.
Thank goodness for dead stock. Absolutely. Bunch of oops messages the last couple. Okay, yeah, so they're having all kinds of problems then. Ruh-roh. Exactly. Site changes. I went over to eBay, and once a week I download my sales and keep track of them and everything. And there is a new line that there wasn't before. Regulatory operating fee shows on your download. Now, we don't have anything in there. I think it's applied to European sellers, as I recall.
Okay.
But it still would show up on mine. Just everybody, I think, has it on there. But nothing was on my, I didn't pay any regulatory fees. And this was really, really weird. I use my funds from eBay to buy stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it before where if I make an offer, I have to put a credit card or PayPal on file with them to pay for it in case you accept the offer.
Yeah.
It then pays.
Right. Yep.
It let me pay out of my funds this time. The offer was accepted, and then I was able to
pay
pay out of my
as an
funds.
option now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's they've done that.
You're not supposed. It doesn't on an offer. An offer, they wanted the other thing. Yeah.
Usually it's a credit card, but I think can you click for other options and then it comes up? It never used to be like that, but I think now you can do
so
that.
they went and changed it. Yeah, they went and changed it. So they're all over the place.
I just bought an ice bath that way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Item of the week.
So this is something that, yes, I have the item of the week for a change. Something I've seen over the years, and I always wanted to get one, and I never did. And it strolled into my shop, and I just picked it up.
Ariana Grande.
No.
Oh.
This is pretty cool.
So is Ariana Grande.
This is a 1972. Was it ASC?
Yeah.
ASC tin litho Batmobile from Japan. It's pretty cool. Excellent condition. It's missing a couple rockets from the back. I think the battery compartment's missing a little latch there, but excellent condition overall. Goes for a couple $100. The guy's name was G-Man that sold me this and a bunch of other vintage trucks and stuff. And yeah, I got a good deal on it, but it's something I'm keeping. This is the type of cool stuff that I like to put in my collection. Just thought it was neat because I always wanted one. Never pulled the trigger, and then it showed up in my shop. So very cool.
The only thing I have to say is I pointed out to Mr. Magazine beforehand. You got to lift it up a little bit.
Like Mr. Magazine, Robin is retaining water.
I was just say Robin needs Ozempic. That's all I'm gonna say. But no, very, very cool item. Very cool item out there. Glitch today refreshes over 200 listings, sell similar 10% aired out. Required item specifics didn't carry over. Oh, that's not good.
Speaking of promoted and glitches,
okay.
My IT guy, he does all the computer stuff. He comes up with codes and stuff to do things in bulk. We're doing the promoteds back again at 2%. So he's saying, say we got 250,000 listings and we're at 60,000 right now.
Okay.
That he's done promoted.
Mm-hmm.
eBay won't promote some of them because the item specifics aren't filled in.
Oh, interesting.
Which I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Did you know? So before when you did it, were you able to do them all? Do we even know or did not know?
They could have been a change though too.
Okay.
So I was able to do them all, but it might be a change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could have been a change.
Oh, he just got one too. Very cool. We are in the Blue Batmobile Club.
Not as nice as yours though. There you go. Insulting offer of the week. Mr. Magazine had a Steel Will Silverhawks action figure from 1986, $40.50. Got an $8 offer on it. Shrek Outhouse, $63.12. Got a $22 offer. And I have those 584 Winross photos. I'm asking $1,224.22 free shipping. Guy offered $200 for them.
You had those for a while. I mean, you could take less, but you're not going to take.
I'm not going to take 200.
That's
no,
crazy.
He goes, "Oh, I bought the first 100 of them from someone else, and these would be cool. What's my counter?" I said, "I'm asking about $2 a piece, which I know is good. Your offer's under 40 cents each, and there's really no room for us to work on that."
Right.
And he didn't comment back. Mr. Magazine had somebody buy something from him and then ask him to include a note in it that it's a donation from Mr. Beast. So
pretty cool.
No idea at all. I had a Boston Globe newspapers from the 1930s up for sale, and the person emailed me and ciao.
Cool, Carl. How's it going?
Person emailed me and said, "Are these real newspapers?" I emailed back, and I was not trying to be a jerk. I said, "As opposed to what?"
I mean, they're not knocking them off and counterfeiting them or reprinting them. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, not that newspaper. I mean, if it's the Titanic sinks, if it's Abraham Lincoln's
World War II,
those things might be fake. This is some random 1939 Boston Globe. Yes, it's a real newspaper. So did you end up making a deal, Mr. Magazine, with the gentleman you were talking about last week that had the Dig magazines and the other really cool magazines?
I did not, and he's very upset with me. He does not like me, and he
Well,
doesn't talk to me anymore.
You know what the problem is, Mr. Magazine?
What's that?
You have the same magazines on eBay week after week, month after month. For someone with over 1 million magazines, let's just say I find this a bit hard to believe. I pass on you, bud. I don't deal with cheapskates with excuses and lie about inventory. Your dad was cool. You are like Hunter Biden, dude.
It wasn't my dad. This was like 5 years ago. My dad's been passed on for almost 20 years. This guy's delusional. I told him it was me. There was no dad.
Well, the other funny thing is, my point would be, yeah, you're right. No, I do still have 1 million magazines in inventory, and they are the same ones week after week on eBay because they don't sell. So why am I buying yours?
Right, exactly. I mean, he can do the listings on eBay and Amazon's what 600,000 right there.
And
who's going to buy from this guy? If I don't buy him, who's going to buy him? He thinks he's got a gold mine.
Yep. A person reached out to me. They bought 6 books, 6 bigger books, a book set. Hi, every seller differently packs, and I have learned to ask. The USPS has been damaging all of my books, which are not mailed in boxes or wrapped in protective corrugated cardboard. Vinyl bags and bubble mailers are insufficient, as the first impact flattens the bubbles and the next one mashes the corners and spine. Rather than haggle with you, I wanted to ask if you would please box this for me. The set is going into my working library, and I promise to take care of it. Thanks. So I commented back to him, and I said, thank you. I said, you paid my asking price, then you asked for a box. I said, I respect that because far too many people offer less and then come in with the box. Right. I said, so yes, I appreciate the fact you said you didn't haggle. And the other thing is it was 6 heavy books.
Wouldn't you box them anyways?
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
I couldn't possibly do it, but I didn't tell him that.
Yeah,
I said, oh, no problem at all. But again, that's somebody or other who didn't, I was asking, I think, $64, didn't offer 30 and then asked me for a box afterwards.
Right. Yeah.
Which is nice. And if you could hit the like button, that would be wonderful.
Definitely.
Are you familiar with Backyard Breaks, Mr. Magazine?
Sounds familiar. I don't know if I watched them or not, but a little bit.
Guess what they do?
They break
stuff.
Sports cards.
Apparently, they broke
sports cards. My voice.
They broke your voice, and they broke my shelving down in the basement. No, yeah, they break sports cards. Well, they do a lot of repacks.
Okay.
Allegedly, they're spending $100,000 a month for product for repacks.
Wow. And they pay a high percentage, I think, too.
Yeah. But they had one break that was like $120,000 all in for the people to do the break.
I still don't understand how this isn't gambling, because you're paying, say, $100, and then there's 1,000 people paying $100, and you can get a $10 card or a $5,000 card. I mean, it's gambling. It doesn't make any sense to me.
That would be absolutely true. Here we go. I found the eBay unicorn, a good customer who knows how to make a special request without low volume.
Cool.
Yep, he's out there. He is out there. Did you see the first CGC 9.9 magazine is coming to market?
Ooh, wow.
It has, and I don't even know who this is, Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, soccer player
on it. The current magazine record is a 9.8 of the first Bulls Jordan that sold for $126,000. So don't know what this 9.9 is worth. Be interesting to see.
But what year is it? It's new. He's only been in soccer for a few years.
Yeah, even if it's 5 years, 10 years, something like that. It's the first 9.9.
They're assuming it's going to go for more than a Jordan because it's a 9.9.
Well, they don't know. They don't know where it's going to end up at. So I bought not a 9.9, not a 9.8, an even lower one, a Submariner number 1, which I'm sure you've had before.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a CGC 6.5 at Heritage, and they actually allowed me to pay for it, which is a big plus.
Nice.
$266.40 all in for the Submariner.
Wow.
A little less than it should go for. During the pandemic, $780, $840, and $900. The person that spent $900 could actually buy 3 of them right now and have money left over for a dinner.
It's nice.
he or she may be a while before they get out of that deal.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really sell it now.
Not unless you absolutely need the money and don't care.
Right.
Yep. And I want to give a big shout out to a good friend of the channel, Mr. Buys a Lot. He sent us an article from Simeon Lippman from Antiques Roadshow. Apparently, the hot new thing going out now, what he said would be a great investment because it checks all of the boxes. It's older, hard to find in good condition, and not a lot of them out there.
Wives. That's not nice.
That's rude.
I'm just kidding.
Rookie magazines of tech people.
Oh, yeah.
So the first Inc. magazine was Steve Jobs. Elon Musk apparently had a really obscure magazine that he made his first appearance in.
Cool.
He said they're set to take off.
Yeah.
So if you've got those, hang on to those. Well, we're still moving on this end, so not us. I just wanted to check, though.
Maybe Disney Frozen.
That could be.
Ella?
According to Business Insider magazine, Tech and Sports, they did an article on Tech and Sports over there. He's set to take a 50-year vacation.
Wow.
He's basically downsizing his eBay store. He's going to be focusing on doing videos and taking a vacation. Talks all about how he got his start and his business as well. So good to see Tech and Sports getting a whole article over in Business Insider magazine. I'm sure you can find it if you're interested. Business Insider. So a subscriber reached out to me. This was kind of interesting. He reported someone that had a Black Americana item up that wasn't allowed to be up. It was against the rules.
Okay.
So you do the reporting on eBay, and actually got an email back from them saying, "Thank you, we have removed the item," which I have never seen before. They always say, "We can't tell you about it. Your reporting is important to us. Thank you for making it a safe marketplace. We will decide what to do." They actually went and said to him, "We've taken the item down."
Wow.
So that's a change and kind of interesting. Very, very interesting on that. I don't know if you saw this or not, Mr. Magazine, but at the Museum of Old and New Art, there is a Wu-Tang Clan CD. Okay.
Yeah.
One of one.
Wow.
They made the CD. The music, whoever bought the music cannot release it for 88 years.
Okay.
It sold for $2 million and then sold on to somebody else for $4 million. So it is a one-of-one CD. That music is not available anywhere else. Somebody paid $4 million for the CD, and they're having a 30-minute listening party at the art museum if you want to hear it, and almost nobody's ever heard the songs.
Wow.
Oh, thank you for that, Don. Very good channel for clothes buying and selling as well as hats. Yep. Lower the quality. Oh, now we can't lower our quality. It's about as low as it can go at this point.
Speak for yourself.
But yeah, one-of-one. So, Mr. Magazine, what do you think about a $4 million one-of-one CD?
I think people that have like $100 million have nothing better to do with their money.
Would you be interested in going and listening to the listening party?
I don't know what I'd rather have. That I think I'd rather have that than the $4.6 million Luka Doncic rookie card that just sold.
There you go. So you will not find that one-of-one CD out at a sale.
At least the CD, that's the only one in the world. There's not a similar one of it. There's not another different number. Like the Luka, he's got thousands of number one, one-of-one cards. And
that music hasn't been released anywhere else. Exactly. It's the only place you can get it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Gravity Goods, how's it going?
So we've got some didn't Farmer Bro. Yep. He was mentioned in there. I don't know if he's the guy that paid the $2 million or the $4 million on it. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, he was mentioned in the article. Original buyer. He's the a-hole, went to jail after price fixing diabetic. Wow. Apparently everybody knew about this except you.
Yeah. Well, I know who that guy is about that now.
Oh, wow. Interesting. We got some great videos coming up. Really do. I've got haul videos. I've got up the Hartville video will be coming up soon for last weekend. Springfield haul video will be coming up, plus an interview with Auction Professor. That was a lot of fun. So that'll be coming up as well. And then this weekend, we're going to finally be putting finishing touches on premium membership. I'd like you guys to reach out to us a little bit if you could. We're obviously going to have the tier where you get the videos.
Yeah.
But if there's anything else anybody else wants, a couple of ideas I had, maybe a Discord.
Well, I got an idea for your haul videos.
Okay.
Now, if you take a video of this hallway, you can barely walk through it because there's boxes of books
Oh, that
piled
kind of
up.
haul. Ah.
Yeah.
And then I can haul them out to the dumpster and make Mrs. Paper Going very happy.
I think I would take them off your hands. I see some good ones in there, week in and week out, just rotting and collecting dust.
Our PVC dust for $102. Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, so if you have any ideas of what we can add premium on that, a Discord, stickers, maybe a special live show for a certain tier, you get to give a topic, just let us know or reach out to us, because this weekend I'll be putting that all together. So I'm going to take everything into account. We've got about 20 videos back behind there that'll be coming out. So you definitely will want to sign up for it. Some really interesting videos.
Nice.
Want something unique? The Elephant Man bones. That is true. That is true. Very true. Updates and follow-up over here. Had a junk journal on Sunday. Did you notice I was dragging Sunday? Sunday morning, Monday morning, whatever.
Like your butt was dragging from being tired? No, I didn't know. It was midnight. So I mean,
you were tired anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So my junk journal was 6 to 7 the night before, and then I got everything together, packed up some of it, ended up getting to bed around about a little after 8 o'clock, and got up at 11, a little after 11 to go into your place. About 3 hours of sleep. Oof. Walking around in bed like it's an obstacle course. There you go.
Now, on days like that, which is a rare occasion that you try to get a decent amount of sleep, I'm sure. Like you take a nap or something, you got to get caught up. You just can't go on fumes, really.
I didn't. Yeah, I went on fumes the whole day. Oh. Maybe we can do a special tier there with the Mr. Magazine, the $1 Million Peddler Olympics, and Mr. Magazine and I can see who can complete the obstacle course first.
Yeah.
The floor is lava. Nice. But anyway, so I ended up doing really, really well at the junk journal. People like that, which is great. Basically, I think I'm the only person that's got old stuff over there, so it's kind of neat. They like that stuff there, which is great. I'm going to be part of the June junk journal. A whole bunch of trains over on Whatnot, and June 1st, stop on by. I have a 20-minute book train. 20 minutes. Wow. I'm going to try to get 20 books sold in 20 minutes. We'll see if I can get it done or not. And I'm up to 9% buy box on Amazon, and my arrow is trending upward. Nice.
I had that Zoom today with the Repricer company. So it used to be called App Eagle. Now it's, I think, Repricer Informed or something like that. And started out good. I had my niece sit in with me because she's kind of tech savvy a little more than I am, in case I didn't understand it. But basically, I have these settings that I want to do.
I've got to turn the computer on?
Exactly. Well, I had my desktop on, and she had my phone with the Zoom was on because I didn't have a camera. But anyways, I had all my the things I wanted to a penny under in condition,
right?
Maximum, minimum. We went through all that stuff. So what you can't do anymore in the new one, the new company that took it over, is you can, if you put a max price out, say it's $200, so it doesn't reprice anything under $200. The problem is anything over $200 gets lowered to $200.
Oh.
Where the old days, you could say, hey, I don't want to reprice anything over this amount.
Yeah.
And they don't do that anymore. So with that, I didn't like. And now our inventory is so large, 350,000 listings, that you have to do it through some file. And the file was too large. And then if you screw up the file, like there's all these categories, like there's all these columns of like what my prices are and stuff. Like if you delete the wrong column, it could screw up my Amazon if you like enabled the repricer. So like all my listings could go down to $7.99. They can get deleted. The price. So I go, I don't want to even mess with this. I go, and then after like 30 minutes, he goes, I have another call coming from the Zoom. He had to go. I go, we'll figure it out and we'll call you back. But I don't think I'm going to do a repricer, at least not for that company. To me, it seems too risky.
Yeah.
Even though if it's a trial, the problem with the trial is whatever you change your prices to, you can't go back after that 7-day trial, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
If $7.99 is my minimum, then it's going to put all my cheap stuff up to $7.99, and I can't go back down. So we're going to put it on a back burner for now. And, I might be just better off going from 10 to 15%.
Right.
So say out of my 300,000 listings, that 100,000 listings are not the lowest anymore because someone undercut me by $1. Well, if I go to 15%, I might undercut them that way anyways. But, just want to let you know about that.
Choo-choo. There you go. No, I forgot to ask you about it. So, all All right, Mr.
I mean, I
Mag-
tried taking my reselling business to the next level with Repricer, but didn't work out. So, what's the story this week?
with the topic?
Yeah.
No, we don't have one.
No.
All right, Mr. Magazine. Will you take your reselling business to the next level? Why or why not?
Well, I'd like to. That was the name of the game and where I wanted to go years ago. You know, COVID kind of was like, wow, it's happening with COVID because sales were increasing, money was coming in, we were growing. The warehouse is almost maxed out as far as space goes. We're still combining boxes. My kid's done with baseball, so the batting cage is coming out, so we'll be able to put in, I don't know, another 20 more shelving units, but that's about it. But, you know, the goal is to grow. I have the inventory to grow already, and we're buying more big collections all over the country on a regular basis. The problem is, you know, my accounts depleted. So with eBay sales being crappy, you know, website's decent, you know, for this time of year, Amazon's okay for this time of year, but I'm not able to build up a lot of money. And when these collections come in, I'm using all my extra money to buy these collections. Because again, if I want to take it to the next level and grow, why wouldn't I buy things that I'm selling? Meaning the adult stuff. So we hired 3 more listers, one to do more eBay stuff, because I figured we got 2 or 3 good eBay listers. If I can give them more unique items, we'll raise our eBay sales. And then we got 2 sports card listers, one for eBay, one for Amazon, and we'll see how that goes. But again, why do I have all this inventory if it's going to sit around? So between all the listers I'm paying in payroll, all the collections I'm buying, I'm certainly making an effort to take it to the next level. If that happens, I don't know. You know, I think the website will grow. I think Amazon will grow. The DVD sale will grow. eBay will only grow if I feed it unique or trending or popular items, which I'm going to try and do with these new listers there. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
And how about you?
Oh.
Sounds like you're taking it to the next level.
No. My answer is no.
Oh, wow.
That was easy.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm not. And it's because I'm risk averse and I'm too old. And I don't have the need to do it. And
you certainly don't want to be hiring people. I think you know, and you see all the trouble I'm going through with employees and how hard it is.
Isn't even that. It's that I don't have it isn't the hiring people I have a problem with. It's the whole infrastructure around it. Of that, okay, you've got to get workers' comp insurance. You've got to get a payroll company. You've got to get. Now you've got to promise that person a certain number of hours a week because they've got a life, and you can't give them 4 hours one week and 24 the next and 6 the next. You can't unless they're in some weird situation where that's what they're willing to deal with.
And then you're dealing with. You're a perfectionist, you're intelligent, you like to list things a certain way. Where are you going to find someone like you? You're going to find someone like I have, which we're not really thrilled with half the time because they're making mistakes or things aren't selling for what they should sell for, or it takes too long to list it. So you'll be like me. It's like, well, do we want quality to go for more money or do we want volume? You know, so I mean, it is tough.
Well, and then I wouldn't want somebody coming by my house. That's a good question. Let me mull that over. I'm Martin mulling. But I wouldn't want somebody coming to work in my house, which means I would need a building. Yeah. Well, if I had a building, either I'm taking on rent payments or I'd be buying a building. Well, if I'm buying a building.
Does it have a door outside that room?
No, it does not.
Oh, put one in and that could be it.
Then I'm buying a building. If I'm buying a building or renting a building, then I've got all those extra expenses.
Yeah, you'd have to pound it out.
And probably what I would wind up doing would be losing money for the first few weeks while I'm getting them trained, while I'm getting stuff set up, because obviously most buildings don't come with Hartman racks.
Right.
They don't come with. So I'm going to be putting all this money out to get that up, to be financially, bottom line, in the same position I am now in 5 years, with a lot of work along the way when you get down to it.
Yeah, more headache, more time involved, taking you away from listing or whatever.
Or even just taking me away from it being a Thursday morning and me saying, oh, there's a cool estate sale. Let me just go to that.
Yeah, right.
You know, because, oh, well, the guy's coming in at 10 o'clock. Can I make it to the estate sale and back in time? Can I not? Because I don't want to pay him just to stand around and do nothing.
Right.
I'd want to tell him what to do, or him or her.
Yeah.
And so on. It would lead to do more listings. That's the theory. Yeah. and I'm doing that, but even there, what I wrote down here is I'm puttering. I'm puttering around the edges. Yeah, I'm listing more items. Yeah, things are going up, but it's not the next level. I think in order to get to the next level, I would need to have a place and an employee.
Say like right now you're doing a 10% increase. I don't know what your sales are. Say it's 10% increase. Next level stuff would be like
doubling or
50% minimum or more. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, which I'm not doing, and I don't think. I mean, right. I can max out, potentially get to the maximum that a one-man band can do.
Right.
But to get to the next level, I would have to be doing more investments that I don't necessarily want to be doing.
Yeah. Like for me, like a DVD site, I got 70,000 DVDs. I'm a top 5 seller, which I don't know how many sellers are on there, but it's pretty good. In 2 years, we went from, say, the top 1,000 to the top 5 seller. Well, Aaron's got 12,000 DVDs coming in next week. Yep. Another 1,500 came in today. So for me to go next level, it's a slow process, but maybe in a year I'll be the number 1 seller. So for me, yeah, I conquered it. That's next level for DVDs. Website, I feel we have the best adult magazine website on the planet, second to none. If you look at the quality and stuff, the ASO site, they have 5,000 magazines. We have 150,000, and that's the tip of the iceberg. So I feel like that is next level compared to, I want my sales to be more, but the more we'll put on, the more we're going to sell. Same thing with Amazon. eBay's the one where really next level means where I was 2 years ago. So if I'm doing 1,500 a day and I used to do 3,000 a day, how am I going to get back to that? That's a lot more I have to sell daily, but I got to find the better stuff in my shop or in the warehouse and have them listing that and not deal with, this $8 card, this $10 magazine. I got to stay away from that and pull out the $50 posters, the $50 bound volumes. So that's what I'm trying to do now. My problem is I still like my life where I'm able to get golf lessons and work out and stuff. So I'm not there as much. I'm still there a lot, but I still need to be there more to prep orders or prep listing items for a couple of employees, which could take a half hour or so. So I got to do some digging. I got to separate them, price them out, because if I let them price them out or terror peak them, now they're listing 8-10 items an hour where I want them to be at 15 or 20. So I got to like prep them and put Post-its on them and stuff. So they, it's easy selling for them. So, but if I want more money, I have to do that. So it is what it is.
Right. And of course there's always, there's always the caveat, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but there's always the caveat, I go out to some sale and it's the buy of a lifetime. Well, yeah. You're driving along and you find some old barn sale, which we all dream of, and there's a bunch of golden age comics in there hidden away, and there's an action number 1 in there. Yeah. Well, I'm at the next level financially, whether I want to be or not.
Right, exactly.
So there's always that hope, that dream.
Yeah.
But in the world of realism, partially disabled, only work about 15 hours a week. I plan on staying a part-time reseller. Yep. And it isn't it's not the hours that I necessarily, I'm not scared of working long hours or anything all like that. It's just, I don't have to, I don't have to kill myself.
Do what you want to do. And then when you feel like calling it a day, you call it a day. I mean, the money's still coming in. And in a way I look at it too, like, if the internet was down for a week at our warehouse, we'd have to find things for our employees to do, scan pictures, organize, whatever. But, we have 700,000 listings on. Yeah, we got 700,000 more we can put on, but we don't need to. Those long tail things are still going to sell on a daily basis. And we still have money coming in regardless. Just like you. If you want to take a week off and put your feet up, hey, so be it. You got the money coming in, whatever, you're fine. If you're having struggling, it's a different story,
Absolutely, puttings with that. And that's where Whatnot is where I'm using that for. I'm not making a ton of money over there, but I'm making money over there and I'm moving stuff quickly. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, if you love doing it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. And again, I used to want to get the $25 a year or two from now. Now I'm, $15 a week would be great. Even getting $5 to $7 on Whatnot for it in a day.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for that as well.
Sure.
Definitely is. So if I were 35 and in the financial position I am now, which, again, I'm not rich by any means, but I've got the pension coming and whatever. Of course, I couldn't have the pension if I were 35, but say I had the pension 35 and I was financially where I am now, I would be getting a building. I would be taking it to the next level, because my other thought of that is I'm 55 years old. I get the building. Mm-hmm. I get the employee. I work hard. It works out. Great. I'm finally at the spot where I am now, where I can put my feet up I have the building paid off, and I'm 75 years old.
Yeah, right.
That's the downside.
Yeah, you take a 15, 20-year mortgage out. And then, yeah, and again, I know as much as you love this, but do you want to do this when you're 70?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think so? Okay.
Well, at some
level, yes.
Right, some level, yeah. But again, so I would sit there and I'd be killing myself for 20 years to be in the same spot that I am now, except then I've got a building that I could sell. Great, wonderful. But it's a lot of work there for when I don't need to do that work.
Well, you should, as each year goes on, take it a touch, if you're not going to go to the next level or grow, make it a little easier each year. By the time you're 70, 75, hey, you can quit anytime you want.
Right. Oh, that's nice. Maybe they bumped your account somewhere in there. Can't argue with that. Yeah. I'll be 16 January. Yep. And again, that's something other, when you're 37 and 40 years old, you don't think about it. You're like, oh, yeah. But now that I'm 55, okay, great. I do buy the building. What am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with it?
Right. Yeah.
Lots of people keep doing this as a hobby, and they're right. Yep. And absolutely. And that I could see doing, but I don't want a building and an employee when I'm 72 years old and have to deal with all that.
Neither do I. I don't want it in 5 years.
So it was a fun discussion tonight, and we're going to head on over to the rambling story of the week.
All right. So this story is kind of a buy story, a future buy story. It involves Mr. Aaron. And I have a contact in California, Bruce. I've been dealing with him for years. Mainly, he knows lots of people in California that get storage units. And when he finds adult stuff, he sells them to me. He loves shipping them from California in medium flat rate boxes. But he found the Texas deal. They were going, Aaron's going this week, 12,000 DVDs. He finds other deals around the country, just like Aaron for me. And he found a deal in Oregon. Did I say that right? Because I said Oregon one time and someone corrected me. But, tomato. But anyways, it was, I think it was a realtor. I don't know if it was his or he's selling it for someone or whatever. But 2 storage units, about 500 boxes of adult stuff in the 2 storage units. And Bruce was going to go get this, bring it back, sort through it, and then ship it to me. But the guy's, he's got a life, a family, a job. So his butt was dragging, and we were trying to plan it where we can go to Oregon and then Texas. But again, we wouldn't have enough room, but it would save me like, say, $8,000 because each trip is $8,000 to $10,000.
They're not neighbors, right?
No, but still, you're renting you're renting the truck for say 2 weeks. It's probably a discounted price. You still got the gas and labor. So the minimum, I probably would say $5,000 by doing it instead of $8,000 to $10,000 on each single trip. So we're trying to orchestrate it for this 2 months ago for this week coming up.
Okay.
Well, the guy doesn't call back. He's busy, and Bruce is kind of a hothead. So he must have told him, hey, forget you. And he calls me and tells me this. I go, well, that really sucks because we're trying to orchestrate this, I go, well, we still want to do something. Can I get in contact with the guy or something like that? He goes, here's the deal. You pay me $2,000. I will give you his phone number and his address.
Finder's fee. Okay.
Yeah. So he wanted in on top of it all, but we're just getting through there. So what am I going to do? It sounds like, because he was paying X amount of money. He told me what he was going to pay, and he was going to double his money with me, which makes sense over time, whatever. Haven't heard from, so I did that like probably a month ago. Okay. Haven't heard from the guy until today, right after Aaron. The guy in Oregon. Yeah. Okay. So, but Aaron just left because Aaron wanted to talk to him too. But I just thought we're going to do it down the road because the guy's busy. But again, I'm nicer. I want to, seal the deal where Bruce is like, screw this guy. I want the money now. I want the deal now. But the point is I paid $2,000 for a phone number. So I thought that was probably a good rambling story for you. I don't think I've ever paid that much before.
For $10,000, I'll sell you a phone book. That's got a lot of phone numbers in it.
Exactly.
Hey, you can't blame me for trying. You can't blame me for trying. You know what Bill Gates or Steve Jobs signed business card goes for? Give me a heck of a deal. Getting a deal. 12 more years. Very good.
No, gone in Oregon. Oregon. No.
Oregon.
Like Oregon, like an Oregon, but it's in Oregon.
Finder's fee is an interesting concept for sourcing. Yep. And I've paid it a a few times to people, and I know you have as well.
Yeah, it's 5 to 10% depending on
size of the deal, how good of a deal it is.
Exactly.
And you don't do it on every deal. Right. I've got a guy that'll throw me leads every once in a while, and I've gone over there and spent like $30. I'm not giving him $3.
Right.
And he doesn't expect $3 in that case.
Yeah.
It's if he throws me a lead on something or other and I make some good money on it, I make sure that
Aaron's building up about 20 leads. I'm going to owe him a lot of money at some point.
There you go. All right, everybody. We had a lot of fun today. Thank you. Do reach out to me, like I said, with ideas for different tiers, what we can offer value-wise for the premium channel. There's obviously going to be a lot of nice premium videos that are up already, but we want to offer you guys things that you guys want, whether it be a Discord, whether it be whatever.
Yeah.
Just reach out to us and let us know. I'm going to be working on it this weekend. We want to have, just like I said, good quality stuff for you guys out there. Do stop by Whatnot tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for some great books, and June 1st with some giveaways. 20 minutes. So, hey, 20 minutes of me talking nonstop. That's a short trip.
I had a minute of it. I want to go to bed. Anyways, Carl, to clarify, 5 to 10% of the money you're paying for the collection. So if it's a $10,000 collection and you're paying $3,000, finder's fee would be $150 to $300.
Yep. So hopefully that helps you a little bit over there. All right. Thank you, Mr. Hot Wheels. Do hit the like button if you could.
Thank you, Carl.
And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.